Right, so morning all. It's about 11 o'clock. Gone 11 o'clock, I think. And I've just arrived down on my local pit. It's late September now. This is probably going to be my last opportunity to do a bit of surface fishing. So I've arrived at the lake. This bank is completely devoid of anglers, which is great because I like a lot of space. So I'm in the lifebelt swim. I've catapulted some mixers out there. To be honest, it didn't look that promising because it's blisteringly hot, clear skies, reasonably clear skies, and no wind at all. And it's going to be a hot one today, so I thought I'll struggle. Didn't see anything for 5 minutes, and in the next 5 minutes, look, they've started appearing. There's a couple there, there's a couple there, and there's another one over there. So the early signs are looking good. So I better get cast out, see if I can get a few carp. Quarter of an hour in, and you know, they're taking the mixers, but not fighting over them, just sipping in the odd ones, mooching around. That one's going up to my bait now, and he's got it. Look at that. Couldn't have timed that any better, could I? So 10 minutes in and we got the first one on. Didn't take long. So although they're taking sort of delicately, they seem to be taking quite confidently, you know. I mean, that one came up to it and he didn't really swirl around at it. He just came straight up and sipped it in gently. So, you know, it's getting later in the year. I guess the temperature of the water's cooling down a bit, although it's blisteringly hot today. So hopefully I might get a few. He's going well down there. Lovely bend in the rod. You know, I never tire of this style of fishing. Absolutely love it. You know, it's quite a slow fish, so you never know, could be lucky first time here. Slow fish. It's coming around nicely now. Yeah, looks a fair fish. swam into the net for me. Well, that's a good start. 10 minutes and we got one. Fish number one. Just over 20 pounds this one is. 20 pounds and a few ounces. So that's a good start. And I've got plenty of time to get a few more. Nice solid fish this. Great start. Well, it's going a bit crazy here, as expected. Just put a new rig on because the line got a bit tangled on the last fish. Chucked it out there, turned around and off it went, literally 30 seconds in the water. And just had another 20. 23 and a quarter this one. There you go. Nice 23 and a quarter. So it looks like it could be a good day. 220s in a quarter of an hour's fishing. Brilliant. Right, let's slip her back. Well, the fish are still out there, but I haven't had a fish for 45 minutes. Heaven forbid. They keep coming up and swirling at it like that. I don't know if you saw that, but they come up, sort of kiss it and then just swirl away at it. At best sometimes it just gets pulled below the surface and bobs back up instantly. So that's kind of normal behaviour for the fish in here. But I'll battle on. I'm sure sooner or later another one will slip up. But it's interesting fishing, you know, the fish are always out there. And so there's always something happening. Yeah, I'll let another one just swirled at it there. I've changed over from pink pop-up to a yellow pop-up to see if that makes any difference, but it doesn't seem to have made any difference. And there's a bit of a wind sprung up now, but fortunately I'm on the right bank with the wind behind me. That's usually improves the fishing really. I like a little bit of a ripple on the water. But we've still got plenty of time left, so I'm sure I'll be seeing you soon. Well, it had to happen. I mean, I've had so many fish come up and swirl, and what I did there was I trimmed the pop-up right down so it's barely floating, and first cast out and one tripped up on it. I think it's because it's less buoyant, you know. I've been watching them suck it in and then it pops up again, so I thought if I trimmed it down it wouldn't be so buoyant, and it seemed to have worked. Here comes a nice mirror. I thought it was a common, the way it zipped off. It zipped right off over the other side there on a really fast run, but it's slowed down a bit now, so it looks a fair sized mirror carp. Oh yeah, here's a nice one. Here he comes. And in he goes. Nice one. What can I tell you? Another 20 pounder. Had to wait a while for this one, you know, an hour just over, but finally one slipped up. Getting lots of full swirls where they're sucking and blowing it out and kissing the bait, but this one slipped up, and it's my third 20 pounder of the day. Another 20 pounder, just under 21 this is. It brings my tally of four fish today, all 20s. That's really going crazy. And first cast after the last one, you know, flicked it straight back out there, and this one came straight up and took it.
So you could say it's going well. Right, let's get him back. What a great day I'm having. There you go, another one. This one's not 20, this one. I won't bother weighing this. This is about 16, 17 tops. But another nice fish. There you go, and another one. Not particularly big, this one, probably about 15, but nice scales on it. So I thought I'd do a quick shot of it.
Do you know what? I've been doing this for 40 years and I'll never tire of it. There's nothing like seeing those fish come up and taking the old mixers. I love it, absolutely love it. Now this is the 8th fish I've hooked this afternoon. 4 of them have been 20s. I've had a 17, a 15 and a small 13. And they were getting progressively smaller. But I think this one's bigger than 13 pound. This feels a bit better. But look at it, what a lovely day. Beautiful clear skies. The wind's just perfect coming from behind me. Nice little ripple. Nobody on this bank at all. Nobody on that bank over there. There's a few guys over there, none of which have caught today. And I've been hauling them out over on this side on good old dog biscuits. I've had no trouble with the seagulls today. They've left me alone. And I've been having the time of my life, and long may it continue.
Well, what can I tell you? It's another 20 pounder. I can't stop catching 20s today. Had a little lull with 3 doubles, but we're back up into the 20 pound bracket again. This one's a little over 20 pounds, 20 and a quarter, 26. And a nice fish. And there's still plenty of time left yet. The sun's still well high. It's only about 4:30 now, so a few more hours to go, so who knows what's on the cards.
Well, I hope you can see it out there, but if you can't, I can tell you the area's alive with fish taking dog biscuits. I'm getting so many swirls at my little pink pop-up, and sooner or later another one's going to take it. So it's been a good afternoon, you know. I mean, I'm so enjoying this, I absolutely love it. And I think there's a few more fish on the cards before I go home. In fact, there's a strong possibility I'm going to run out of chum mixers before it gets dark. But I've had plenty today, so I'm not that bothered at all. Well, we're in yet again for the 11th time today. I lost the last fish, unfortunately. It kited right up the left bank. Well, this one's going right down the right bank. And I wasn't really in control of the last fish. I rather suspect it was a good fish that was foul hooked. Hopefully we'll get this one in. This one's more under control. She blows. Great. The other one I lost right up there. Oh, about 4 swims up. It was ridiculous. I had no control over it whatsoever. Huge great swells coming up, which suggested it was probably foul hooked, so not a lot you can do. This one doesn't feel like it's foul hooked, and hopefully we'll land it. keep away from those reeds. Oh, it's a nice fish. And come on, come on, come on, get the net in. And he's in. Oh. Whew. £20.
22 1/4 leather, this one. Really gave me the run around, this did. So redemption after losing that big one, which took me right up the lake, and I lost it. And got this one sort of like the next cast. So nice old fish, 22 1/4 leather. Sun's just going down now, but I tell you what, there still could be more to come, because there's loads of fish out there feeding. Lovely old warrior.
This is ridiculous. Every time I cast out, the bait's not in the water for more than a few minutes, and another fish comes along and picks it up. There's so many fish out there feeding. Every time I put the mixers out, about a dozen fish come up and start mopping them up. And sooner or later I'll get another hook up. I've just literally just returned that 22, flicked the same bait back out there because I managed to rescue it. And oh, well, that one's come off. Well, that's only the third one I've lost, so I can't complain. Straightforward hook pull, look. That hook point's still sticky sharp, so just one of those things. Give it another go. And there they are, look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, at least 10 fish all up at the same time, and we're in again. Look at that, it's just mental. I just hooked a fish, lost it, flicked it back out there, couple of pouchfuls of dog biscuits, and straight away we're in again. I mean, you saw all that. I was kept on rolling on that occasion. It's just absolutely crazy. And look at them still out there feeding, look. This is absolutely ridiculous. So this is the 13th fish I've hooked this afternoon. I've lost 3, landed 9, and if I land this one, this will be the 10th fish in a short afternoon with one rod and a cheap bucket of dog biscuits. So you don't have to spend a lot of money to catch carp. That bucket of dog biscuits has cost me about £1. And there's enough in there for an afternoon's fishing. And another one. And 5 minutes later, we're in again. There's just so many fish out there. I can't keep up with it. I'm absolutely worn out by it all today. Looks like another mirror. Well, it is another mirror. Be nice to end the day with a common, wouldn't it? Looks a bit of a chunky one on the quiet. Goes, little pop up just in the corner of the mouth there, and in she goes. Nice fish.
Another cracking 20. God, I can't keep up with this. I'm so knackered. This one's 21 and a half. Another lively one on the bank that's absolutely beat me up to pieces. And I don't know if I can take any more. I'm totally exhausted with all of this. I think I'm going to make it one last cast and that'll be it.
Well, I was just about to say, time's getting on. It's about 20 to 7. But look at all those fish feeding out there. That's what I was about to say. When the rod went off. And we've got yet another carp on. Honestly, I'm exhausted. I'm so exhausted that when I get this one in, if I get it in, I'm going to call it a day, because enough's enough, you know. That'll be 12 carp. 12 carp I've landed, plus I've lost 4, I think. Oh, and do you know what I said earlier? Wouldn't it be nice for the last one to be a common? And look what I got. The last one is a common. What a lovely way to end. God, I talked that one up, didn't I? I said, well, after all of those mirrors, wouldn't it be nice to end on a common? And here it is. Looks like a nice one too. And the commons tend not to be as big as the mirrors in here. So, you know, like a 15-pounder is a nice one. And this looks like it could be a nice 15-pounder at least. Right under my own bank here. Oh dear me. Oh, look at that rod go. Oh yes, look at that. It's a scale perfect one. Oh yes, come on. What a way to end this would be. And there she goes. Perfect.
Oh, talk about totally exhausted. But what a way to end the session. I mean, this has been an unbelievable session. I've lost count of the amount of fish I've landed. I think I've hooked 15 or 16 and landed 12, I think. And 8 or 9 20s. Oh, I'll have to add it all up afterwards. But it's been a hell of a session. And they've all been mirrors right up until this fish. And I said a little while ago, wouldn't it be nice to end on a common? And look at this. What a fantastic 20 pound plus common. What a way to end. Unbelievable. Scale perfect this fish is. Absolutely beautiful. I doubt if it's been caught very much at all in its lifetime. And I've been very lucky to have caught it myself, so I'm well pleased with that. And there you go. What a fantastic way to end a fantastic session. Unbelievable. Couldn't ask for more. Absolutely lovely. See you next time.